It's been said that love is blind, but what about a love that also defies logic? Like, why do penguins choose only one mate for life? Sure, we might think it's cute and sweet, but from an evolutionary standpoint, it doesn't make much sense. These flightless birds live in some of the harshest environments on Earth, like Antarctica. And if they want to survive, they have to adapt and overcome many obstacles. That includes raising their young in the freezing cold and strong winds. So why do penguins stay with just one mate season after season? It can't be easy being a penguin. They gotta deal with giant predatory birds like skuas that want to steal their food, plus fight off other predators like leopard seals that want to eat them. And to top it all off, there's the never-ending struggle to find enough food when supplies are scarce. To help cope with these challenges, penguins often rely on the support of their partner and even their extended family. When you look at the bigger picture, it seems like choosing one mate for life would make more sense for penguins than being unfaithful. But from an evolutionary standpoint, there are a few reasons why penguins might want to stay faithful, even if it means missing out on potential better options. First, let's talk about reproductive strategy. Having just one mate may not sound too thrilling, but for penguins, it's actually a smart way to make sure their eggs and chicks don't end up as fish food. See, when it comes to laying eggs, penguins have two options. They can lay an egg and just hope for the best, or leave it up to the skill of their partner. With no parental care, those eggs aren't gonna last long. Being a parent in the animal kingdom is tough, especially for penguins. Their natural environment isn't exactly a walk in the park. Harsh weather, limited resources, and dangerous predators make it a real challenge to keep their young safe and healthy. If you've ever had to waddle through snow in sub-zero temperatures, you know it's not easy. Imagine doing that while taking care of a helpless baby. It's a whole different level of toughness. In environments like this, having two parents who know each other's strengths and weaknesses can be a game changer. Let's take emperor penguins as an example. These birds fast for months while incubating their eggs and don't eat until their chicks are born. That's a big commitment, and it takes a lot of coordination. If both parents are around, they can cover twice as much ground looking for food and bring back more for their chicks. Plus, they can take turns resting so they don't exhaust themselves. When only one parent is around, things get a whole lot trickier. The lone parent has to do everything solo, which means they spend less time searching for food and more time just trying to keep themselves alive. This means the chicks don't get as much nutrition and their survival rate drops. Basically, it's a lot harder for one penguin to raise a chick than two. Now you might be thinking, well, if being a single parent is so tough, why don't penguins just find new partners each year? Wouldn't that give them a better chance at success? Well, yes, it could. But it's also a risky strategy. You see, staying with the same mate year after year pays off in more ways than one. It's like getting better at a job because you're familiar with the tasks and know how to do them well. The same goes for penguins. Once a penguin pair gets the hang of raising chicks, they become super efficient at it. They know how to hunt together, take care of their eggs, and protect their chicks from predators. It's like they've got a secret playbook that no one else has. So if you're a penguin, why change your playbook every year? It's a lot easier to stick with what works and get better at it than to start over with someone new and learn a whole new strategy. Plus, let's face it, teamwork makes the dream work. If you've got a system down with your partner, why break it up? Just think about how long it takes to get used to working with someone, figuring out their strengths and weaknesses, and learning how they do things. Now imagine having to do that all over again every single year. It's exhausting just thinking about it. And let's not forget about the added bonus of sticking with the same mate. By staying loyal, penguins can avoid the drama and stress of attracting a new partner every year. No need to put on a fancy dance or sing an opera to impress a mate when you've already got one who loves you just the way you are. Less drama means more energy to focus on what really matters, raising the next generation of adorable little penguins. So finding a new mate every year may seem like a good idea, but for penguins, it's a lot more efficient and effective to stick with the one they've got. Not only does it increase their chances of successfully raising chicks, but it also saves them time and energy that they would otherwise spend searching for new partners. Plus, who needs the drama of finding a new mate when you've already got a loving partner by your side? But wait, there's more to this story. While it may seem logical for penguins to stick with one mate for these practical reasons, there's another reason that's just as compelling: energy efficiency. Think about it. Searching for a new mate every year takes a lot of time and energy. Penguins have to travel long distances to find potential partners, waste time flirting and performing elaborate courtship rituals, and then there's the risk of being rejected. All of this takes away from the time and energy they could be spending on raising chicks. On the other hand, keeping the same mate means that they don't have to go through all of the motions of finding a new partner every year. They already know each other, trust each other, and have a history of successful breeding. So why waste time and energy starting over when you've already got a solid partnership going? For penguins in harsh environments, it makes sense to stick with what works and conserve their energy for the challenges ahead. But there's yet another reason why penguins stick to the same mate year after year: emotional bonding. Believe it or not, penguins are capable of forming strong social and emotional bonds with their mates. Studies have shown that penguins can recognize each other by their calls and scent, and they prefer to spend time with their mates rather than other penguins. They also show signs of affection towards their mates, such as huddling close together and engaging in elaborate courtship displays. It's clear that penguins form deep connections with their partners, and that's another reason why they stick with them for life. Sure, it might seem like a penguin's choice to stay with one mate is a simple one, but there's a lot more to it than meets the eye. From the practicalities of raising chicks to the emotional bond between mates, there are many reasons why penguins choose to stay faithful. So the next time you see a penguin waddling around with their partner, remember that their seemingly simple choice is actually a complex and fascinating one. In conclusion, penguins have good reasons to stick with the same mate year after year. First, it's simply more efficient and effective to raise chicks with a partner you already know and trust than to find a new mate every year. Second, by staying with the same mate, penguins can conserve their energy and avoid the risks and costs associated with searching for a new partner. And third, penguins are capable of forming strong emotional bonds with their mates, which contributes to their decision to stay together for life. So the next time you see a penguin couple snuggled up together, just remember that their love story is just as real and complicated as ours. And hey, maybe their long-term relationships are something we humans could learn from. So which do you think is the most important reason why penguins stick with the same mate year after year? Is it the practicalities of raising chicks, the energy efficiency of staying with a partner you already know, or the emotional bond that penguins feel towards their mates? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear what you think. Also, don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed watching it. And that's all for now. Until next time, happy waddling.